And also an organization that kind of looks into that as well is Invest Elyria. And we have the founder, Brandon Rutherford, with us this morning. Good morning. Thanks for sharing your time with us today.
I appreciate the invite.
We see the EI
Yeah.
everywhere. That's,
Yeah.
one of the things is, I guess, an organization needs at least marketing to get people out there. If they see that, do you get questions about that? People wonder, what is EI? What is the Invest Elyria all about?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. We get stopped quite often as to what we're about, what we do. And like we're doing a rally this coming Thursday over at Dairy Queen, just to try to get people involved, show people what we're doing, and just to really try to let people know that we're out there in the community, helping the community any way we can.
What is your mission statement? What is the goal of Invest Elyria?
The goal of it is to improve the morale and communication in the city between the residents, small businesses, and also city officials. So we do everything from doing like cash mobs. We're going to be doing a farmers market downtown this year, as well as just like helping out residents with just basic needs. Whenever St. Mary's did the mitten drive, or we did a mitten drive for St. Mary's whenever St. Mary's set up the warming shelter with help of the city. So we just hurried up and contacted 3 or 4 of our businesses and said, hey, let's do something right now to help these guys out.
Well, you seem like you're a very fluid organization. In other words, it doesn't take a lot of meetings and planning, a lot of stuff. It's like somebody contacts somebody else, probably through either a text message or some quick kind of social media contact, and you're able to generate something that needs to be done.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Social media is definitely our friend. We're primarily on Facebook, and we also use Twitter, of course, just to try to get the word out there. Hey, look, we're going to do a park cleanup on this day. Meet us there. We have probably 50 or 60 businesses on board with us in town. And we can also reach out to those businesses and say, hey, you know what, help us out. We want to do this. We want to do that. What can you guys help with to try to, make this a better event? And
I'm sorry. As Bruce mentioned, you're the founder.
Yes.
Why did you decide to found it?
I ran for city council back in 2009, and one of the things that I just did old school door to door, and one of the things that I really heard from people was that people just didn't feel like they were really just involved. They were like, well, I live here, but I don't really feel like I'm a part of anything, and I wanted to change that, win or lose. So after the election, I decided, well, I have all this knowledge and all this feedback from people that I need to be able to do something with that. So I reached out to a few friends of mine, kind of like out of the box thinkers, and also just like read what other cities were doing in the area, like Youngstown and so on here in Northeast Ohio, and said here's some things that we can do to be able to really try to change things in town, and that's what we started that, like I said, in pretty much in like 2010, and then we've been going strong since then, and this will probably be our most productive year. Last year was incredibly productive. But we really want to set our sights high and do better.
You got some friends involved. How many people do you have sort of at your core now?
At our core, it ranges. We probably have, like at our rallies, we get about 40 people there, and that ranges from business owners to just residents. First timers. The last time we were at Smitty's, we packed Smitty's, the entire dining area. It was stand up room only. Elected officials came. This later this year, we want to try to do like a candidates forum to try to bring people in, show people, look, we need to all be involved in the process to really make a difference.
As a newer group, sometimes other established groups might say, don't tread on our turf.
Of course.
What has the relationship been with your group and others in the community, even City Hall, for example?
It's been good. It's always been a process. Like from the beginning, that's one of the things that we wanted to do was I wanted to reach out to people, City Hall, the Chronicle, and other agencies, and say, hey, look, we're a group that we're looking at getting actively involved in the community. We're not here to try to step on anybody's toes. We're just here to help out. And if we can try to come at things from a different angle, and then to try to make a difference, then that's what we're going to do. It's not about turf; it's about helping people.
Over these past number of years now, do you see it going in the direction that you had hoped to when you started it?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, like this year we're also going for 501c3. So we're really progressing in the direction that we want to see ourselves, to be able to really try to, help people instantly, and really also try to go for like bigger projects, with the city's help, and to really be able to try to get some really, big things done, and really try to elevate the, just the level of community.
Well, you mentioned sort of the morale. How has that been building? I mean, because that's sometimes, it's one thing to sort of volunteer, be a part of something, but it's to be proud of it is the other part that I wonder how people are, you've had experience through your group, are sort of feeling about the city and what they do.
Yeah, and it actually, honestly, truly is building, and that's honestly probably like one of the things that really kind of like makes me smile is to be able to get a phone call or just like a Facebook message from somebody going, you really are making a difference with this group. I really feel better about this community, about what where I live, about the direction that we're heading in as a city. Because of a volunteer group. And that's the great thing I think about our groups and also other volunteer groups anywhere, is that if it's all volunteer, there is no ulterior motive, there isn't anything. It's just a pure organic sense of wanting to do better and wanting to actually help people.
When you look at the city of Elyria, what do you see as the major challenges, and for your group, the opportunities?
I think the major challenges is to really show residents that we need to be better than what we are right now. We need to have our residents be proud of something. Right now, I don't believe that our it's a great city. I love living here. I was actually born outside of Elyria. I moved to Elyria in 2003. But I think we need our residents to be really proud of living here. We need our residents to say, you know what, we don't need to go shopping elsewhere. We have everything we need right here. And we want to support the businesses that are right here, because those businesses support us, and those businesses believe in us, the people of our city. So I think like one of our part of our vision is that we want organic grass-fed food and beef and so on in town. We want to, with the Elyria Art Depot in town, we really want to push those guys and really say, art needs to be part of our future. Technology, we have, LCC with the, with Glide and then also with the Fab Lab, DroneWorks, Matt Mishack, he's the chief prosecutor here in the city of Court, which I'm sure you guys know. He's part of our group. And we had him come out to another rally that we had, because it's things like that. It's cutting edge technology. We need a strong identity and not just a generic way forward. Other cities will here in the county or here in Northeast Ohio will pass us up if we do not have that identity. That's a strong identity that residents can latch onto and identify with.
Do you look back at the time when you were, running for council, as you say, and it worked out? This was a whole opportunity where the impact you've made now over these years may even have been greater than if you had been elected in that sense?
Not really. I've actually had a lot of people, like coming to me and say, you ought to run again or try again. And honestly, I feel as though, as a group and myself personally, that we can do more and help more people not being involved in office. Where being an elected official is great and it's honorable and it's something that everybody should respect. But in the next breath, though, if we can have just people who just care. And people who want to see their community get better, then that's what we really need, and that's how we can bypass all of the red tape and all that just stuff that tends to get in the way. Whenever we want stuff, something done, or whenever a business comes to us and says, hey, we're having a problem, we can cut right through it, and we don't have to be political about what we do. We can just cut right to the meat of the issue and say, look, look, this is a problem. What can we do to try to, improve this? Or X business is having a problem with such and such. Help me out. Give me a phone number to help, get this done. I know one of the things that we did initially was Kelly's Boutique, which was downtown Elyria a few years back. She was having problems because she was located right next to the train tracks, right next to the train bridge, and then there was traditionally supposed to be lights underneath there, and she couldn't get have the lights on. They would always like burn out or they wouldn't kick on at all. And then she ended up, she tried to call the city a couple of times to no avail. So she called me up. She said, "Hey, look, this is a problem. My customers don't feel safe walking underneath the bridge. What can we do about it?" So I called the city. I asked the city who was in charge of the lights, and it ended up being the rail company. So I called them up, and then, we ended up calling up Ohio Edison. It ended up being Ohio Edison, and they ended up coming out and fixing them. So, and it's just a matter of saying, I'm not trying to be political, because we don't have to worry about any kind of backlash.
So this is a case where, some issue came up and you were able to come up with a solution, rather than someone saying, well, those lights don't work, it doesn't matter, and it's kind of, lights don't work, people don't show up someplace, and other issues can develop because of that. This is a way to cut it short by getting right to the point and solving the issue.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think we find it as a group that we can definitely do more when it comes to just cutting straight to the meat of the issue, just by being residents, that we can say that there is no, like I said before, ulterior motive, and just say, this right here is a problem. We want a solution. What can we do to do that? And then, and I think that's also something that also attracts people to us, is that they can see us just cutting straight through the red tape and saying, and very publicly saying, that we don't care about the red tape. We definitely, respect the process, but in the same sense, we also want to get results. We want to show residents that the time of dilly-dallying around with just the slow chugging along of trying to get things done is over. And we want to show that we're going to cut right through the issue and get results for the residents, so that way we can be proud to live here. I mean, most of us are all proud to live here, but I think we can have that much more pride in it. We can shop here more. We can do more here. We can take our families downtown. We can do things like that. We can come to the mall. We can, so.
You have your rally at Dairy Queen on Thursday.
Yep.
I assume the one up on Abbey Road?
Yeah. Yep.
I know it very well, probably too well. But what happens at a rally like this?
What we'll mainly do is we'll go around the room, and to try to get people talking. Ask people for their names and where they're from, and how long, where in the city that they're from. And how long they've lived in the city, just to try to get people talking, kind of, to try to break the ice with people. We'll then start to run down, past events, old business, whether it's the free libraries that we did last year, or anything else that we've done, like the Mitten Drive. We did Compassion Week a couple weeks back in February. Just to say, this is what we've been doing since our last rally. And then we can go into things like the farmers market and then the Green Party and stuff like that we have upcoming. And then we also every meeting or every rally we have a speaker. And then this on Thursday will be Dwayne Whiteley, Chief Whiteley from EPD will be there as our speaker. It's just speaking about just what's going on with EPD, and also and also of course answering any questions that residents might have. So it's a nice opportunity. We always want to try to provide access to people that would otherwise not really be as accessible to people otherwise. Of course, Chief Whiteley would always take your calls if you called the police station. But if you come to a rally where you can see them face to face and you can go up to them and approach them, I think it definitely creates something unique and special. We've had Antonio from the Art Depot before. Matt Misek, like I said, he spoke about the courthouse and also about DroneWorks, the meeting before that. So it's we try to make it a very nice unique experience. At Smitty's, we also debuted our latest video that we did of our 2013 wrap up of all the things that we had done, so it was a nice fun way to end it. And then of course afterwards people stay and talk and
have ice cream.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The blizzards that they have there as well.
Absolutely.
If people want to find out more, get involved, maybe see about all those things you did this past year to be inspired and be a part of the Invest Elyria, what's the best way for them to do that?
Best way for them to go about doing it will be to just go to our website, investelyria.com, or they can find us on Facebook, just our Invest Elyria page, or we have a community page that people can be a part of, which is called Connect Elyria.
Sounds great. Yep. Brandon Rutherford, thanks for stopping in this morning, and
Thanks
good luck with everything you do with Invest Elyria. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.